Hello and welcome back to HardReset.Info. In this video I will show you how to extend battery life on VIVO Y19s. Let's begin. So the very first thing that you can do, and it's not power saving, but obviously we could go to the settings and you could possibly find the battery, and we could just go to the battery saver and boom, the video is done. But I do want to show you exactly what is responsible for battery usage, so you can manually disable those features and you can have them in mind later. So the very first thing that obviously stands out is the screen itself. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you increase the brightness, just like that, I know you guys don't see anything, but I am showcasing something. Currently, your phone will waste a lot more battery than if you would do this. It is pretty obvious. Now, if you have this little A checked, this means that you have adaptive brightness. And adaptive brightness is very useful, though sometimes it will bump up the brightness incredibly high without the need to. So I would advise you to disable this feature so you can have full control over your brightness and leave it at generally low levels for more increased lifetime of your battery. And then later, if we go to the settings themselves, but not the battery settings, but display and brightness, there is one simple thing that will really extend your battery life, and it's simply the dark theme. This is because most LED screens, wait, from the beginning. Most screens on your phones are LED screens, and LED screens are OLED screens. They work in a very certain way that they require power to display bright pixels. So if you have dark pixels, and you have many dark pixels, like I think currently 90% of our screen is dark pixels, then the OLED screen won't need as much power to display those pixels. And the same things can be said about your wallpaper, because currently our wallpaper is very bright, it has many colors, it's very high quality, and the wallpaper itself needs to be displayed as well, so it will waste a little bit of your battery. So I would advise you to switch your wallpaper to a very simple palette. We can do that by pressing and holding, going to wallpapers, but by default we'll only see this high quality wallpapers. Here we have some simpler ones. As you can see now, the amount of colors is much lower. The same thing can be said here. You can also go here, though we do need to agree to the system. And as you can see, unfortunately we don't really have many. We probably would have to download a very specific background. The best you could do is just pure black background for maximum battery efficiency, and you want to avoid getting these high quality backgrounds because they're not worth it, especially considering that they do take a little bit of your battery. But okay, enough about the screen itself, because the phone has many more systems that use battery for them to work, and that they will slowly eat your battery. The most important one, and probably the most common one, is simply data usage and the Wi-Fi itself. Now, I can't really showcase you the mobile data because I don't have SIM in this device right now, but mobile data itself is not only wasting a lot of your mobile data, obviously, but also a lot of your battery, because it's just power hungry system. So what I would advise you is to use the Wi-Fi as often as possible when you have the choice other than mobile data, because you will save not only your mobile data but also your battery as well. And speaking of Wi-Fi, you don't have to be connected to your Wi-Fi at all times. There's just no need to do that, especially that Wi-Fi itself the Wi-Fi itself doesn't really take that much energy that have to be said. However, it enables many different applications that will use this Wi-Fi, use this internet connection, and then update themselves in the background. So, for example, Facebook, my favorite example, will tremendously update itself and update your feed, send you new notifications every single time, and it just works in the background and wastes a lot of your battery. So a very easy way to cut all of these connections is simply airplane mode. It's that simple, and it will cut every single connection that could possibly waste your battery, which is really good. And the same thing can be said about location. And the problem with location is many applications nowadays needs the location if we turn it off. Okay, we don't. On certain devices, there's a warning that many Google-based applications won't work without location, sorry. And it is kinda weird, especially that location on its own really uses a lot of that battery, because you know it has to download your location, then send it to web or whatever, update it for a few minutes every single time it's enabled, and it does just use a lot of your battery, which is pretty bad. But yeah, and the last thing that I want to show you, and it's probably the most important tip that I could say, is to simply go to the settings, then go to your battery, and now you want to simply scroll down to your battery usage, and you want to see which applications use the most battery, because the easiest way to save your battery, to save your power, is to simply be aware of how much power your applications are using. If you are a mobile gamer and if you game a lot on very high demand games, then your battery won't last as long. So by simply being aware of that fact and simply choosing to not use certain applications when you want to save your battery will save your battery. So yeah, that's all for this video. If you found it useful, please remember to like and subscribe, and if you have other tips on, for example, how to improve your battery life, how to save more battery, etc., you can always share them down in the comments below. But yeah, that's all from me. Thanks for watching.